Hi, everybody. Welcome to UniQ, which is here about featuring inspiring personalities and real life achievers in association with Awesome TV. And today I'm very proud as I have an award winning astro vastu expert here with me. So, welcome, Parag, to UniQ. And it's such a pleasure to have you here with us.
Thank you so much, Dipti, and thank you, Unique You, for. I feel very proud and very happy that I'm part of this podcast with you. So happy and proud.
Thank you so much, Parag. So, could you tell us something about your hometown, your early childhood days? What would a 5-year-old Parag Awasthi want to become when he grows up?
I had a lovely childhood. So fully pampered. I have one elder brother, elder sister. I was the youngest. Like I am the youngest, and fully pampered not only by my mother and father, but my brother and sister.
Wow.
So child who can do anything, who will get anything, is fully accomplished.
Great.
Childhood, happy childhood.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, what people used to ask, at 7 years, बड़ा होके क्या बनेगा?
So bada hoke, I always wanted to become an Air Force pilot.
Okay.
And I wanted to fight, especially fly fighter planes.
Okay.
That was
so,
my
what
dream.
happened to that dream?
So apparently, staying in Bombay, we don't get access to a lot of information, and in those times, we never had much information. So because we don't have army houses or such, we have normal houses. So the day I realized that my age had already gone to apply for that.
So, what motivated you to get into Astro Vastu consulting and then, of course, to becoming an award winning expert?
Yeah, so my brother used to do Vastu, and I used to be a complete non-believer of Vastu.
Okay.
Okay, a complete non. I used to hate astrology, Vastu, all sciences. And one day we were having a chat, and he told me that you're a science student, you are an engineering student, so whatever is science, you'll accept that, right? I said yes. So I said, so before trying something, I mean, you cannot just reject it. Try it out once. If it works, then you say yes. If it doesn't work, then say, okay, now I don't believe, or I didn't understand that.
You have to try.
You have to try it out once. So I said, okay, yes, I am an engineer. I will try it out once. And then when I bought my own house, so I did Vastu course myself.
Okay.
And I started doing Vastu for my own self. And then I did a lot of research, and I got the big gurus who taught me how to
Lovely. Great. Also, mental health is something of a concern nowadays. So, does Vastu help with issues that people are having with mental health, anxiety, and stress at home? How can Astro Vastu contribute in that?
Basically, mental health, like this generation that is coming, that has come in, is actually completely focused on mental awareness they have got from the childhood. Like even we used to feel it as a taboo. But in Vastu, we have directions which are the direction for anxiety, for stress, for depression. Like there are areas, if you remember, there was we used to say in childhood ke Raja ke Mahal mein Kop Bhavan hota tha. That Kop Bhavan is the weeping area, the crying room. So basically, when you go inside that room and when you spend time over there, your emotions will be wiped out. Emotions will be cleaned and better. So you'll have an emotional balance of your life. So when you balance that part of your house, automatically you will have an emotional well-being, which is linked to all the things. And one thing for stress, which I've observed in my current times, usually stress comes from money. And depression comes from when your wishes are not fulfilled. Like when you want something, not happening. When you want something, not happening, not happening, not happening. And you feel, what have I done?
It's like giving up.
It's like giving up. So one of the major causes I've seen is finance and wish fulfillment. And for that, recently, 4 or 5 years back, we have developed a product called Your Abundance Report. It's called YAAR or YAR. Okay. And Your Abundance Report, we are specially focused where we customize them to give their money direction and wish fulfillment direction as per their birth chart. So it's customized to them. So they can just buy it at a very nominal price. It will come to them, follow the instructions.
How much is that for?
It is just 999 rupees.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Nowadays, you go to a restaurant and it's 999, like just by ordering.
Yeah, and we have almost, in COVID times, we've catered to more than 40,000-50,000 people. And they've got results, we've got testimonials.
With such an affordability for everyone. Yeah.
So when the money and the wish fulfillment, like they want to buy a car, someone wanted a visa, someone was suicidal, he wanted to live. So when all those things are sorted with just one report of 999, they have a complete well-being.
But Parag, as you say this about suicidal, I just said 2 days back where This guy from Kotak says, the wife says that because the husband was very stressed, he committed a suicide from the ceiling. That time nobody remembers of a report. How do such people be dealt with?
Yeah, it's
because
a process.
suicide is increasing.
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, I will say, like my staff, even my staff, I have seen, they are all youngsters, and their friends have committed suicide. So it's a phase. What I've understood from them when I sit and talk to them, when my clients are there, there is a process. Like let's say when cancer will come, it is not coming overnight. You might get little problems day in, day out, day in, day out. The point is acknowledging that you are going through something. And the point is looking out for something.
Which a lot of people don't do.
Yeah.
See, because I think mental health is a taboo. If we take care of mental health just like physical health issues, it would be so much better.
But that's true. So that is the first thing that comes as an awareness.
Okay.
Right now, let's say if I am under depression and I don't want to share, I will probably Google it, right?
Yeah.
Today, all the children are Googling it. So they will Google it. If they come across this report or something, they can themselves download it. And the Vastu solutions are not any solution where to break. There is no breaking required. Just changing of curtains, shifting your picture. Probably your picture is in depression zone. Just shift it. I'll share a very simple case study. So I had a client in Bombay, and this guy was a depressive in nature, suicidal in nature right from his childhood. Right from birth. They said it was right from birth. When I met him, he was 30 to 35 years of age. Okay. Now, what prompted me to do astro vastu? When I was doing normal vastu, that was fine. When I did astro vastu, I understood that there is... so mind is represented by silver. Your emotional mind is represented by silver, and that silver was kept in the zone of depression. Okay, a lot of silver was there. So I just told them there is silver over here, and as per his birth chart, one more place. So 2 places silver there. We just moved the silver. They said since they were very rich, so their entire wardrobe was filled with silver. That's so much silver. They moved it, and they said it's from 35 years. It's there. Like we haven't shifted. It's from the time we built the house. It's there. So the child was born like that.
That's how he thinks.
Just we moved the wardrobe. That's it.
Okay.
And today they said that he used to love staying in the dark.
Yeah.
He got a divorce. Like the girl didn't stay with him because he was depressive. He used to stay in his room and go up and stay alone. Now all that has changed. He's doing good business. He's multiplied his business by almost double in just 4 months.
Wow.
Most simple case study.
Lovely. That's so amazing to know. Also, any misconceptions you think people have about astro vastu?
I think one of the major misconceptions people have is that जब हम नया घर लेंगे तब वास्तु करेंगे. When I'll buy a new house, then I'll do vastu. It doesn't work that way. It's a catch-22 situation. कि ये होगा तो ये करेंगे. But doesn't help. So I always tell all my clients that through vastu you can cancel your karmas. So I work on cancelling karmas through vastu. What we do is, once we understand the particular pattern of the house, that this is a pattern through which the family is going through. Not only him but his father, or maybe his grandfather, or maybe their own family is going through. That pattern we can completely break through vastu.
Okay.
So if you have a financial problem, if you have an emotional problem, we'll break the pattern. If you have a relationship problem, and because of that you're not able to earn or go ahead in life, we can break this existing karmas or pattern in this current house itself.
Okay.
And then
just by shifting something.
Or then you will have a complete good life. Because of that, you will buy a new house, a new property, a new car in a much faster way, much lesser time duration.
Absolutely. Also, I have, of course, we've been knowing each other for long. I have seen a lot of people in Vastu will say, oh, but I am residing here. How do I, a lot of people need to go to their house to know exactly what's the problem. I think you just meet a person and you ask few questions and you get a remedy. This is just something so phenomenal. So how do you do that? So with so ease.
Yeah, I've been blessed by my guru. And I've done a lot of research on Vastu. Like when I'm an engineer.
Absolutely.
Right? So, and I didn't believe in Vastu, I told you.
Yeah.
Right? So for me to get into Vastu, I was like, can I devote my complete life to it? Is it really right? Like these principles are 10,000 years old. Yeah. Are they still working? Yeah. So I've researched everything. Like, I've put a plant in a specific direction so my wife can fight with me. And if
fight with you?
Yeah, because it should work now. Yeah, so we were not fighting. Like we were a happy couple. So I kept some plants. She fought with me and I was like, okay, it's working. Now let's remove the plant again. Or let's say if I want to understand that in this direction, if there is blue color, you will meet with accidents. So I used to paint the wall in blue color. I met with accidents. I was dashed by a moving truck. So Of course, I survived. I'm here.
Yeah.
But then I changed it back. So everything I've researched, I've done more than 500 research. I've documented those researches, and now I know that it works for sure. So an astro vastu, how I came into contact, like I saw my guru doing a lot of good things. Like he can say that. Like if you ask him a question, he will tell you, okay, this place is this direction. So I did reverse engineering how he says that. And by practice, by reverse engineering, I understood that, okay, whenever a person is saying this, he is coming from a specific vastu direction. He's talking about his life, but he's talking about his direction.
Correct.
And then I can actually go into that place without visiting the place and tell that this is the thing that is there, please remove it. And once they do it there, the problem is solved.
If one is going through a financial problem, what is one success story you would like to share about some client who's seen drastic difference just by your tips?
So I'll share two success stories. One in which I was present, one in which I was not present.
Okay.
Okay. So one in which I was present, I had a client in Mumbai, completely non-believer of Vastu. She is a very rich client, and she is into furnitures.
Okay.
And she does not like any furnitures being moved here and there. And my job is to move things here and there. I requested her a lot. I said I'll do some minimalistic changes. Some plants also she was not ready to move. But then she agreed on my expertise. She said, okay, I'll do it for you. So 3-4 things she did. Now what happened? She had a target for 5 years. She said that I want to move into a heritage building. I want to open a store in heritage building. And I want to have this particular turnover in 5 years.
Okay.
Now what happened after we did Vastu, in 3 months she got a bank as a client, and she's such a big furniture and interior designer that she takes blank checks. She takes 20 blank checks for one house. And she said, I will write the amount, you have to just sign it, that's it, and no questions asked. I will design the house. So she got a project for 35 bungalows. So she took more than 35 to 200 checks. And she moved into a heritage building which was 5 to 6 times bigger than her current office in just 6 months.
Wow.
So 5 years target completed in 3 months for a non-believer of Vastu. That was by me. Second, where I was physically not involved, I told about the abundance report, right?
Abundance report.
This guy from Delhi went online, bought the abundance report, did the remedies. He had bought a house 5 years back.
Okay.
And his 1 crore was stuck up with the builder because the project was stuck up.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of people have stuck money. Yeah.
Money, right? So in that we told him that how to clear a Vastu, money, energy, how to clear a wish as per his birth chart. It's customized to him. He did those remedies. And then he told me that in first 3 months, the builder called him and gave him a check of 30 lakh. In the next month, he got another 30 lakh. In the next month, he got another 40 lakh. So his 1 crore was recovered in just 3 months flat.
Just by buying your abundance report and
triple
following it.
999 report.
Wow. So we are going to call him a 999 man from now. So if you want to change your life with expert astro vastu tips just for 999,
actually, yeah,
it's an investment worth it, right? Also, Parag, divorce is no more a taboo in our society now. So, can astro vastu save marriages, and how?
Yeah. So you started the question in the right frame, that divorce is no more a taboo. And I would like to acknowledge it by saying that yes, because the karmas can get cancelled, right? So as per the karma theory, some things will happen and you should allow it to happen. You should understand when it's supposed to happen. But having said that, about divorce, I've got a very beautiful case study which I remember now. That again, this person, he called me up. So he called me up in the night at 12 or I don't know, 2 o'clock in the night. He said, so I was going through his project and he said, please fasten it, make it faster. Otherwise I'll commit suicide in 1 week. I'm so harassed by my wife and I just want to commit suicide. So that day, because I was very excited about my Vastu thing and I can solve things and I'm a Superman, Iron Man, so I sat down in the night and I worked. By 6 o'clock in the morning, my report was ready. And then I went the same day. What I understood when I saw that house, what I understood was that there is a direction for relationships, which is southwest. Okay. There are a lot of plants over there. So that the plants were removed, number one. Second thing, the reason for happening this was the sexual direction, the direction through which a physical compatibility comes, that was completely disturbed. Okay. So they were not having enough good sex.
That's one of the major reasons.
That was one of the underlying reasons, which usually couples even don't speak up. So even he didn't tell me that. So I sought the direction out, and So with that direction was sorted, this plants are removed from this, and we place a happy family picture in the zone of understanding each other, so that they can share, communicate, and understand each other.
That is so important. Yeah.
Those three things were done, and it's been, I would say, 12 years. They are still happy. Where I see their DPs together, like couples, selfie couples. They are happy couple now.
Okay.
Every couple has fights, but they want to stay
There
together.
are phases, there are times,
There are
but
phases.
patience is going.
Yeah, and it's sorted. Like that phase of suicidal, and I want to commit
It's all
suicide.
sorted.
That's completely gone. Divorce, I want to do it. Everything is gone.
So astro vastu can also help in solving marital issues.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
Also, where do you see astro vastu as a field in next 5 years? Like,
So Astro Vastu as a field will be as common as just doing an interior designer on architecture. Like every person who buys a house, he does interior designing, right? So Vastu will become a part and parcel of the structure going forward. It is taken over by a lot of countries. Right now, I am working in 16 countries. So a lot of countries are doing Vastu now. They have become comfortable with it, and they understand that it's not about Vastu as an Indian science. It's about solving problems. Okay. It's about cancelling karmas. I am doing it, but it's gonna spread like a wildfire now. Yeah. That everyone should do it. It's a compulsion. Everyone should do it, and everyone will do it. That's the future.
yeah, because if they don't want financial issues, if they don't want marital issues, if they don't want mental health issues, then this is the way forward that can help.
If you're buying a car and I tell you that this car will give you so many problems, don't buy it. You would avoid that hassle, right?
Absolutely.
You would want to go for a better one.
Absolutely.
If you're buying clothes that doesn't fit you, you're not going to look good. You would want to opt for a better one, right?
Absolutely.
And house is such a thing where you're staying in, and you're going to take all the decisions in that house, in that office.
Yeah.
So that's a must check, and it's people that awareness is coming, and it's. I've spoken to a lot of builders, and they say that out of 10 people who come to buy flats, 7 of them they come with Vastu consultants.
Yeah.
That number was 3. It's come to 7, 8, and for the all prominent builders, it's gone to 10.
But do the builders also nowadays do Vastu before building the whole construction that they are doing?
So that awareness is coming now. In fact, I have myself designed a building in Bombay, in Khar, where I've completely designed the building.
Wow.
Everything, every flat, every structure, lift, everything has been designed by me.
Exactly. So that makes things in a way very fulfilling even for the person who's buying it. Right?
So it's win-win for us.
Win-win.
The builder is happy because they will get sold faster at a higher price.
Absolutely.
The person who's taking it will be happy because he knows he's going to have less problems. He's going to be happy. He's going to grow in that house.
Correct.
And the Vastu consultant is happy that his dream of fulfilling people's dream is getting fulfilled.
Yeah, and they all will prosper automatically. Things.
It's a win-win for all.
Lovely. Yeah, because I think that should also be the thing, and I think a lot of builders and construction companies should consider doing Vastu for their building.
Yeah.
It's a very good win-win thing.
I'm working with a lot of builders now. So we're designing buildings and we're doing that now.
Lovely. Also, now with so many years of expertise, what's your next plan of action for your brand? Like, do you plan to write a book or something else? What's your dream with your brand now?
So yes, we want to expand in different countries. We're already working in 16 countries and we want to build up our offices over there. That is one. Second, we want to, just like the 999, the report, right?
Yeah.
Is for money, specifically money and wish fulfillment.
Abundance, yeah.
Abundance report. So similarly, we are going to launch more reports, which are going to be for different purposes.
More research driven.
More research, and it's very easy because then it's available at a lesser price. You can download it as per your own birth chart.
Correct.
What more, like, it's like I'm sitting in front of you and giving you a suggestion. It's as good as that.
Yeah, like, there are some apps which you put your details and they remove your kundli and...
So they give you a kundli.
Yeah.
But someone has to read your kundli.
Exactly.
Here it will give you the complete solution that for you, money will come from west. If there's a toilet in west, you treat it with this.
Okay.
If there is a, let's say, dustbin in the west, then change it with this color. Or this color is preferable for west dustbin. Okay. So you do it yourself remedies and you get results. You share your results and we are happy.
Okay. So by when is this report expected?
So this report is already in the market. It's if you go to like www.yourabundancereport.online, yourabundancereport.online.
Okay.
It's available, and we are working on more reports so we can start them soon. This is already live. Many people have bought it.
Wow. Also, being such a successful entrepreneur, how do you balance your personal and professional life, and some advices that you would like to give people who want to balance their both worlds beautifully?
Yeah. So like this field is like a spiritual field. Of course, it has like you guess you have your intent, and so the spiritual aspect is there, and your professional life is there, and a personal life where you want to enjoy, want to have live, watch movies, and do what normal people are doing. And what connects both of me is that luckily I am a kind of a spiritual guy. So I've been meditating for past 25 years now.
Wow.
It's 1998. It's almost like 25 years I've been meditating every day.
Really?
So that helps me keep a check on my personal thing, and I know how to enjoy. So like when I get free time, I'm able to balance personal, professional, spiritual, all three lives together because of this one major reason of being in control of my own self.
Absolutely.
Being connected to my own self.
Lovely. Any top 3 advices for anybody new who wants to get into Astro Vastu? What, like, they want to pursue a career in Astro Vastu? Any top 3 tips you would like to give the budding Astro Vastu consultants?
Yeah. So, top 3 tips. The first tip which I would give is find the right master.
Okay.
You have to learn from the right sources. That is very important. The right master. Second is be connected to your own self. Like if I'm working for a client, first I need to understand myself. If I can't understand myself, how can I understand the other person?
Correct.
Right? So I'll be in tune with that. So, and once you're in tune with that, then you can go ahead and do whatever you studied from the right guru, or you are connected, and now you should add your research on it.
Okay. Research.
You should research. Like any person can teach you up to a limited extent. Like teacher is one, but grasping powers are different.
Absolutely.
So you should have your own research. You should understand what is happening so that you can give it to the clients in the right way.
Great.
I share a very wonderful case study where I was. So East is a direction for social association. Okay. One of my friend, he calls up and he's like, he deleted his Facebook account. He's like, I don't want to be on Facebook and all this nonsense, and I don't want to. I hate it. And I said, what happened suddenly? He said, no, I'm just bored with it. I said, okay. So now how do I solve it with Vastu? You have deleted your Facebook account, what can I do? But yes, East is a direction for social connectivity. Facebook is a social app. So I told him that have you put something red in that area, because red will reduce the impact of social connectivity in East. Okay. He at first he said nothing. Then he said there's a temple in East, and I put a red bulb in the temple. And exactly if I go back, the day I put the bulb in the next 2 days, I have deactivated my Facebook. So I said, if you don't want to do Facebook, it's fine. But tomorrow, if you want to come to Facebook, just change the bulb, and you'll again feel like joining it. It's a simple solution of 15 rupees.
Yeah. Lovely. Also, people, I don't know whether it's true or no, but black magic. Can it be resolved through Astro Vastu consultancy?
Yeah, most of it can be resolved. I've resolved on my case studies. So if I want to explain, basically just there are 5 elements that work. Okay. Water, air, fire, earth and sky. The Panchatattvas. Now the job of fire is to protect you. Fire will burn out all the impurities. Like water can be made dirty. Air can be impure. Space can be impure. Earth, it can go dirty, right? But fire will never go dirty. Fire, the job of fire, the function of fire is to remove all the impurities, to burn it out. So basically it's doing the job of protection.
Correct.
So whenever the fire element or fire directions are imbalanced, like southeast, southeast and south, whenever these 3 zones are imbalanced, or your kitchen which represents fire, if that is placed somewhere else other than fire zone, so once your fire is disturbed, someone can enter into your aura and can disturb your aura.
Yeah.
The moment fire is balanced, your protection is also enabled and no one can enter your system.
So no matter whatever they do, it won't affect you.
It won't affect, yeah.
That's amazing. So I think black magic, marriage, financial, mental, physical health, I think everything can be resolved through right Astro Vastu, and what better than having an expert like you. And keep doing great work, and it was amazing conversating with you. Thank you so much, Parag.
Thank you so much, Dipti. It's been a super journey, I would say. It's a journey to speak with you, and it's always good to connect with you whenever we connect.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you so much.